Hi.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm I'm good.
You're
Um,
good.
yeah. So my real name is Waushiko Digato Otogo, which means one who hides a white heart. I come from the
Mm-hmm.
Polar Bear clan. I am in Anishinaabe. I run a non-profit organization that helps try to help people, but on the spiritual part of everything, and I really don't like this. Like, I've worked with prisoners, I've worked with ex-gang members, like just a whole bunch of different people, especially when it comes to some of the Anishinaabe spiritual forms of, sweat lodges and pipe ceremonies and different kinds of things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is that I I've been getting too much work, too much. Like, the worst thing that I've had to do in the past couple of years was to cut down a little girl that hung herself, and I'm just getting so tired, and I'm starting to have this feeling of like putting kind of really over the top expectations on people, especially some of the people that I've learned, like that have been learning off of me, to try to learn quicker. And because I feel, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but I feel like I'm like the only one from my area that's stepping up to the plate, and I'm so tired. And um I just want I just want to know that if it's okay for me to put down my medicine bundle, and just kind of say, hey guys, you guys are on your own. Like, I really need to take a break. Like, I really need to recharge my battery, so to speak, and go out in the bush and sing songs to myself, and go pick medicine by myself, and go get the rocks by myself, and all those beautiful things that I used to be able to do. Um, yeah, so that's I hope that kind of cleared up what I'm trying to say.
Yes, it does clear up what you're asking. As shaman, we need to be able to preserve our energy to the best of our ability, because if we're unable to take care of ourselves, then we're not able to be 100% there for others. That's how it is. It will always be that way. If you overexert yourself, you will see, I don't know if you've noticed in your practice, but you will see adverse effects sometimes, as opposed to, or fogginess, you know. Um, but it's all about, like I said, as shaman, we need to be able to protect and preserve our energy. And at this point in time, you're overextending yourself, which makes sense as to why these two cards are here. Because, like, you're like, well, how do I? And I'm like, it's, you are abundant. Like, and then you're like, yeah, I have way too much work. Like, you're overabundant at this point. Like, these two cards, I'm like, what are you complaining about? But yes, it is difficult, and you do need to take the time out. If you need to take a week out, then you need to take a week out. But I understand if you're taking time out for yourself, you feel like you're not able to be there for others, and that's just simply not the case, right? It's kind of like, I'm sure you worked with other people that have like survivor's guilt, right? How they feel like, okay, I was in that car with them, I should have gone with them,
Mm,
you know. If you're off for a week, well, I should have been there for a week because someone needed me that week. But at the end of the day, maybe yes, someone needed you for that week, but you wouldn't be there the following week for someone else to need, like, it's all about balance. This world is duality,
mm,
and we need to, especially as caregivers, we need to care for ourselves just as much as we give
mm,
to others. So if you need to, like, schedule it differently, then you need to. And if the people that you're helping don't understand, then you may need to question at what capacity am I actually really helping these people? Am I helping these people so they're in it, they feel that they have to consistently depend on me? Or am I properly giving them the tools for them to deal with whatever they need to deal with on their own? Because at the end of the day, we're helping people find their way. We're not supposed to be doing the work for them. Those are two different things. Once you start doing too much and doing the work for them, and then that's when your energy starts to be drawn. That's when you need to take a little bit more time out. That's when I'm just gonna say, like, client relationship your sitter. Mm-hmm. That's when it becomes too much. And they need to understand that and respect your boundaries as well. Because you cannot properly help them if you can't care for yourself. It's very important. Mm-hmm. So I get it. You feel guilty that, like, okay, well, what if something happens? You can think that there's nothing wrong with thinking that, like, you're human and you're a natural healer and you're a helper. There's nothing wrong with even thinking that way as well. But you have to understand when to step back and not to overgive. Because if you continue to go the way that you're going, you're going to burn out and then you won't be able to help anybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being on my live, and thank you for helping and saving lives. I truly appreciate that.
Okay. Bye, Pete. Thank you.
Bye.